On this one, I'm going to be pulling off the door handles and replacing them with these guys. Follow along. Shout out to Gary's Detailing, by the way. Gary's Garage. I bought this shirt too, but just wanted to represent the homie. He always takes photos, goes to all the shows, does photos as a hobby, sends them to people, and people like that in the community don't get enough respect for what they do. But yeah, he's a great guy. So yeah, shout out to Gary. Here's the back of the shirt if you want to see it. How is everyone doing? It's been a while since I made a video. I haven't had really anything to make a video with. I haven't done anything new on the truck. I've tried to do like little videos when we went to Helen for AVF. So other than that, I haven't really made any videos lately. But today that's going to change. I recently picked up some door handles. I originally installed these plastic type door handles, and the driver's side one works just fine. Like, I don't have any issues with it, and I guess I haven't at all. It's been adjusted and working good, you know, opens up just fine. But passenger side, I've been having issues with. I don't know if I need to adjust it or what, but like sometimes the first pull it will work, but then it won't. If I kind of push in on it, then sometimes it'll work, and it's kind of a pain for my wife. She goes to try to get in, or the kids, and they can't get in because it doesn't want to open. Sometimes it'll open, sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if that's just something that I need to adjust or what, but you can clearly see on the door when you like press this, it like separates from the door. So I don't know if it's just something moving and not allowing it to open up or what, but so I bought some new door handles to fix that. All right, so the handles I went with, like I said, I didn't want to do Porsche ones, so I wanted to do something different. I know other people have done these, and that's kind of how I got the idea of doing them, but they are billet machined door handles. They are from Davies Motorsport Engineering, and they are full billet machined. These are brushed finish, and I plan on polishing these up. I started polishing one of them up, like I pulled it out of the package and looked at it, and I plan on polishing it up to, I guess, be similar to the plastic chrome door handles. He includes new seals and new keys, but I plan on pulling the tumbler out of these and putting my locks in them. So I'll be keeping my same key and whatnot, but this is the plan for putting on the truck. And like I said, I have one of them. I started polishing up. It needs more polishing, obviously, but so far it's getting pretty good. I'm no expert at polishing, but it's pretty close to a mirror finish as is. I got fingerprints on it right now, but as far as brushed machine, if that's what you're going for, they are perfect out of the box as is. He does a lot of he'll do engraving on them for you, or he'll do holes, or he'll machine slots in it. And he does anodizing if you want custom pieces. He also does interior, like the interior pole pieces. He machines those out of aluminum, as well as window cranks. And I might have to get some of those at some point just so everything matches and polishes it up. But So yeah, these are definitely a lot sturdier than these. So I'm looking forward to putting these on and trying them out. The one of the main things that's different is it still has the screw on the back here that mounts on the back of the door, but the front one it has a screw with a washer, as you can see, and so this, I think, you put on and slide in, and then you have to take off your door panel and tighten this up so it doesn't move from the inside. So that I'll have to mess with, figure out how that works, but it shouldn't be that difficult to figure out. So with that being said, I'm going to start pulling off I think the passenger side one. I kind of want to do that one first, just because I want to see how it works out, if it's any better with this. I know some people said that these are kind of long, and I might have to swap out the catch or whatever this mechanism is that unlocks the door. I know when I replaced these, I did not keep the original door handle ones. So whatever I got from these plastic Chinese ones, that's what they were. So I don't know if that's my issue or what, but like I said, the driver's side works fine. So I'll need to mess with that and see what needs to be done, if anything, with this. If I need to adjust the striker or the pin or what have you, I will figure that out once I put the new ones in. But yeah, I'm gonna get to taking the door handle off, and I don't know which one is which, if this one's the driver's side or the passenger side. I don't remember how this works out, if it goes up or if it goes down. So if this is the passenger side one, I'm gonna have to pull that off, pull the tumbler out, and then polish this up and put this one in first. But I'm gonna start with the passenger side one. So far, one thing I'm seeing is this piece is loose, so maybe that's why stuff wasn't unlocking. You can see it's wobbly. So I don't know if maybe that's why it was having issues or what, and this strikes down. So yeah, this is the one I'm gonna need to put on. So I'm gonna have to go through and polish this one first, and then swap out the tumbler. And as far as mine, the lengths of these they look pretty much the same. So I think I'm good there. Other than swapping out the key, I should be good to go. I'm gonna go and polish this up, and then come back and then be able to install this. All right, so I just took off the door panel, as you could see from the other side, and I kind of peeled back the vapor barrier and trying to figure out how I need to basically put my hand up through here to put the bolt on the front side here. A normal door handle, you have the two bolts, one here on the outside and then one here at the back, where the new one has the bolt at the back, but then it has like a blind bolt that you get from the inside. Supposedly you can get it by reaching up and doing it here, which I kind of think you can based off of this. It might be a little difficult. I might have to pull the vapor barrier back more, but I guess that's what I'm gonna try to do. Last night I polished the passenger handle up so it's nice and, well, it's all smeared now, but it was all nice and polished up to match the other side that I did. I also changed the lock cylinder so I could use my factory key, and there's really not much to that. You just have to be careful that you don't lose the pins from the lock cylinder, and all that entitles is pulling off the, I don't know what you call this, the mechanism to, like, this is the mechanism that that I think locks and unlocks. So you take off this screw at the back. Once this screw is off, this comes off, and then there is a little spring. The little spring is important. You have to make sure you put it back the way you took it off, and all that is there's a little nub. One piece of the spring goes on one side, the other goes on the other side, and they crisscross just so that it creates a spring. And then after that, all you have to do is push out the lock cylinder piece, and you have to do this very carefully that you don't lose any of the pins, because if you lose the pins, you're kind of screwed. Then you got to figure out which pin goes where and whatnot. Also, I noticed that if you don't put it in, you can either put it in one way or upside down. If you put it in upside down, I noticed that it sticks out further on the door handle. So make sure when you put it in that you put it in and it's flush. It should be flush on the outside. If it's not, if it's bumped out here, then you have to spin it upside down. But like I said, just be careful you don't lose any of the pins. And you can put a key in there and make sure it still fits. And then you basically put the spring back on. I'm not gonna go through how to put the spring back on it, but it's pretty self-explanatory. Make sure you take a photo or something before you take it off, and make sure you keep pressure on the lock cylinder that it doesn't come out. Once you line it back up, all you have to do is rethread the screw back on, and then you're good to go. So this is the old one. I just wanted to give you a quick how-to on that. Alright, so that screws in. The screw's in here. Then the door handle's on. The seal looks okay. Front seal's on. Now I just need to put the bolt and washer on the inside here, which is probably going to be a pain, but I'll take you with that next. Alright, so with this little guy, you really can't see much, so it's kind of hard to video, but this is going to be a lot of touch and feel, I think.
2 hours later.
All right, so after fighting with this thing for a minute, trying to screw that the front hole into the handle, I ended up taking the handle back off, enlarged the hole a little bit here, added a little indent, I guess. So basically, you can leave the screw attached here and then put it in the front and then put the rest of the handle on, because it's so hard trying to put your hand up inside there. And then I struggled with it for, I don't know, at least a half hour trying to just put that one screw in, and I couldn't do it. I was almost half tempted to like tape the screw on the end of a bit and try to, I don't know, work it in by hand, but I ended up doing this. So I'm going to leave that on put the handle back on, and then be able to tighten it up on the inside more from there. Seeing as how the screw will already be in, then I can just put my Allen wrench on it and tighten it up. So that'll be way easier. So I recommend doing that, I guess, just barely kissing the bottom just enough to put the screw in. Oh, and I just used like a little Dremel bit to do that. All right, so let's try this again. Quick test on this thing. Oh yeah, way better. Now I can put my door card back on. All right, same thing, opposite side. Quick test. All right, so that's the door panel back together. This was the last one I had to do the drivers, and I almost forgot. He sent me some door lock pins. He told me it was going to take him like 4 weeks to get back onto making those, and I was like, all right, that's fine, no big deal. And it took him, you know, the 4 weeks, and then he sent them out, and he said he threw in some door locking pins just because of the delay. And I really can't blame him for the delay, but I thought these were cool, and that was nice of him to send those to me. So I'm gonna throw these on, and I kind of now want to get the other latches that he sells, especially the window crank, because these ones are some cheap off eBay ones that they work, but this part does not spin very well, so it makes it cranking the window up really hard. But I'm gonna throw these on. So that's the door handle install. There's not a ton to it, but I'm super happy with them, and I like how they look. It's not a dramatic change over the stock, but they sure do work really well. and my wife is happy the way that they work, so that's a plus, and the kids like them too. So besides the front bolt being a little tricky to install, it's really not that bad of a install to do. And just to verify, the locks work just fine. So all in all, I dig him. If you get a set from him, tell him you heard him from me. I don't get any commission from anything. I bought these. They weren't for. I didn't get them for free. I didn't get anything for free other than the door lock pins. He sent me those just to be nice because he felt bad. But anywho, that is it for this one. I'm trying to think of other things to do. It might be a suspension upgrade next, as far as some air ride management, but all in all, that's it for this one. And I appreciate everybody watching along, hanging with me on the build, getting something from everything I've done on the truck. It's great meeting everybody in person, getting to talk about the truck, and those that didn't know about the build and are finally coming across it. I appreciate everybody that come across the build on YouTube, and yeah, the friends I made on the internet and whatnot. So anywho, again, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.